Oh yeah, got a big fatty up there mocking. See what actually fits. So that is a 2810.5 Pro Radial from Hoosier. Same as that. Looks bigger up front, but it's probably just the wheel gap. Um, it's a gigantic sidewall. So the section width on these is 12.75 inches. So it's going to be difficult to fit. However, I didn't think I'd be able to turn the wheel. I was wrong. That's good enough. And then this way goes a little more, but it'll be stopped by the other side from hitting in the inside here. But versus a 26, I put a 26 inch up here after doing the 28, and the 26 looks pansy. And then I also lose a bunch of ground clearance too. So more traction, more ground clearance. I think it's going to fit. I'm actually going to start with a Mickey Thompson ET Street SS, which has about 1.5 inches less section width, and it's a DOT highway legal street tire for the class I'm going to run for Rocky Mountain. So it'll be easier to fit. So if I can make that fit, anything else I want to run will fit. Hoosier does. So this is a 2810.5. They make a 28 like 9.5, which has a more normal section width. So that's an option too. Now gearing, I don't recall if I spoke about this already, but talking to various people and some online research, you want the front wheels to be overdriven, basically pull the rear. If the rear pushes the front, you lose steering, all kinds of bad stuff happens. There's a really, really fast radial four-wheel drive truck, runs like something in the 6.25. It's the world's fastest, and it has wrecked multiple times until he figured out he needed to get the front to pull a little bit. So pretty scary thought, but a lot of people just have the front and rear geared the same. It's probably okay. Mine's going to be a little different. I have a 370 gear in the front, which is forward, and then in the back, and then the front's 373, which is technically the wrong way. So what I'm thinking about doing is if I can fit the 28 inch up front, then what I'll do is change the rear to a 350, the front to a 342, and then the front will be driven to pull like 2%, a little over 2%. So it helps with steering. The mud truck guys do the same thing, tractor pull guys, all that kind of stuff. So assuming it's four-wheel drive setup, but they pull with the front a little bit. Oh, rock crawlers too. So it's not unheard of. It's just with the street and track, it's a little bit different. So that's the thought. Now, if I do a 26 inch up front, most of them are actually 26.2. There is a 26.4. Then what I would do is keep the 370 in the rear and a 342 in the front, and that would work out to 2 to 3% also. But after looking at the lack of ground clearance that I have and how meaty this tire looks up front, especially if I can tuck it or just really close, it's going to look good. And so I'm going to make the 28s work. I'm looking at it. That's what I want to do. Try to make those work if I can. And then, then I'll just have to get the front and rear geared correctly. So if I'm missing something, not thinking about it right on, the pulling with the front and blah, 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 let me know. Seriously, it's not just a comment, like, subscribe. Seriously, put something in the comments. I'd love to get a conversation going, because this is just, me trying to figure stuff out. it's not like it's completely new. People drag race four-wheel drive stuff, but considering I have different gear gearing available to me, and it is all 100% made by me. I'm trying to make sure it's safe as I can be. I was concerned I wasn't going to be able to fit a 28 up front, but it looks like I can now. So that takes a little bit out of it, but I don't have the exact gearing available, and it probably doesn't matter being 373 versus 370, but it is the wrong way. And so I'd have to get like rear tires shaved down, um, something like that, or do mismatch different type of brand up front to get a little bit more up front versus rear. But again, sorry, long rambling, but it's the stuff that I've been thinking about, mapping out, calculators, looking what gearing is available for the different diffs. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Let me know if I'm way off base. Appreciate it.
What